Yourself Radio. We are here on Indie Jams with the one and only Erin Garrison Huff. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excited to have you here. Royalty Studios in a building. It's the owner, y'all. Y'all don't even know. You've been seeing a bunch of events pop up in the city. They've been doing, open mic showcases, contests. They also got, I'm sure, talk all about it, their own podcast, everything. But we're not only just focused on the business. We want to know about the queen sitting right here next to me, because I know she's a mom like me and she holds it down. And overall, I just want to learn more about you. So first of all, tell us where you're from, born and raised, and how did you get into all of this?
I'm from Maryland.
Okay.
From a little small town called Cumberland, Maryland. And
Okay.
I was born in Laurel, actually, but I was raised in Cumberland. It's a small town. I got into the music business. My dad passed away when I was 10, and being so young, I didn't really know how to express myself.
Rest in power.
Thank you. I didn't really know how to express myself to adults and stuff around,
Yeah.
so I just started writing it down and putting it into songs, and I've been doing it ever since.
Yeah, and she's super dope. And you just put a video out on Instagram, so I saw something. You were at, what was it, a studio in Miami or something like that?
Yeah, that was the House of Hits. It's a documentary that I worked on with Drummer Boy Fresh.
Yeah, it looked fire.
Yeah, it was. It was amazing. It was a really good time. It's gonna be coming out soon on Apple TV and on Amazon, so I'll be able to check that out soon.
So, I know you said it as at a young age you got into it to kind of express yourself, but kind of what really made you gravitate towards the music? How did you, really say man, I gotta get into this? Who was your influence? How did that happen?
Well, at a really young age of just listening, my mom used to sing, so I just loved her walking around the house listening to her. She had a jukebox in the house.
Okay.
All her oldies but goodies, playing on it all the time. So that was really the main thing. But as I got older and stuff, my husband is really the one that persuaded me to really get back into it. And he got me in the studio, and I've just been running ever since.
Shout out to the husband. Yeah. So, supportive partners are always a plus. Yeah, and then you just popped up out of nowhere with this studio because seriously, shout out to all the great studios in Orlando, but two of the great studios recently, in transition, either being sold or closing, and I stumbled on, found you, and I was like, I gotta go check it out and stuff like that. So what gave you, the motivation or say, I gotta start this studio? Tell us about Royalty Studios a little bit too.
Well, actually, you had a lot to do with that, but it was one of my sons. He's an artist as well, W.C.N. King, and he was at one of your shows. He did a couple of those, and he really got into it, and it was really his idea that he wanted to start doing some shows of his own and everything, and being that myself and 4 of my sons are all artists, we kind of thought...
What? Raising all young kings right there, that's crazy.
Yeah. So we kind of just got into just wanting to just start this and do it all, in-house, and at the same sense helping other artists.
Yeah, because at Royalty you said that people could do music videos, they could do events. Tell us all about what people can do at the studio. Yeah, market that thing.
Royalty Studios is a one-stop shop for an artist, from getting in there, getting your music recorded with the engineers and laying down the tracks, and after you record it, we give you a spot to perform it. We do music videos, we do photography, we do literally everything for the artist. Even after that, we can go as far as to getting you into major music magazines. We can get you spinning on the radio, Spotify playlisting, Spotify ads, everything. We do it all in there for the artist. And that was really, our main thing is to take an artist and have them come in there and be able to do it all in-house for everything.
Right.
We also do events. People can book us out for their own private events and shows. Yeah,
I know.
Upcoming event there as well. I can't wait.
We're having a program, guys. So look, all the artists need to tap in because we have a program for the kids. So it's a youth studio program starting in November 18th for 6 weeks from 10 a.m. to noon at Royalty Studios. So youth ages 12 to 17 for free can come and learn about how to produce, how to engineer, how to sing, songwrite, record, and we're going to help them distribute. Free! So if you want to donate, sponsor a kid, we'll give you free performance slots, free interviews, like support, because that was literally you like a few years ago, you know what I'm saying? And these kids, we need it, you know, we need an outlet. So appreciate you for opening up your house basically for us to come in, because we excited to be there. And I've never recorded there. I actually was thinking that I need to personally come and record there myself. I was gonna hit you up because it's been a little minute for me, because I'm an artist too, y'all. So yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I know, because I just put it in the back burner because I do so much stuff.
Maybe we're gonna have to do something together.
Yes, we have to.
Yeah.
So but again, you know, Royalty Studios is something that you own, that you lead. But I want to know more about you, and so. Like for the whole time that you've been doing music and everything like that, what has been like a highlight? You know, I know your resume is long. I don't even know fully everything that you've done, and I think I can learn from you. We can learn from each other. So what's been like a highlight? You know, tell us a little bit about your experience, some things that you've done, some opportunities that you've had, so we can kind of know a little bit more about that.
Well, I got involved with a lot of the right people, and then this industry, you know, that's a lot to do with it as well. It's just knowing the right people to be able to help you get into places that you can get into.
Yeah, it's about who you know.
Yeah, definitely. And I looked out there and I got to know a lot of people, and that's why I want to be able to expand that to others as well, especially young upcoming artists.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to get out there in this industry.
It is really hard.
And
It's cutthroat too, right?
Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah.
And it's hard when we're doing the competitions to choose between them, because there's so many.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that in the second half of the interview, about competitions in general, because it's such an interesting topic. But yeah, yeah.
So it's opened up a lot of doors for me to do a lot of stuff with a lot of big name people, and it's been fun, and it's been a wild ride, and I'm still going there, still going. My biggest high point now is being able to do the same for my sons.
Right.
You know, help get them out there and known as well. My son W.C. and King does a lot of the same.
He does,
that
and
I'm doing, so.
and honestly, I want to say, like, just his you know, his appearance. He always comes out in a suit.
Always.
Every time the man steps into an event, he's with a suit. You know.
Actually, that's everyday period.
And it's like it stands out. You know, it's very professional. I'm like, that's different. So did you teach him to do that, or like he was just his own thing?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I've swolled his head up a lot.
Yeah.
You know, he's a really a pretty boy, and
Okay.
so he's always, you know, I've always been liking to dress up a lot. He gets that from me.
Yeah, you do. You always
I
fly
do that
posting
all the
and stuff.
time.
I'm like, okay, outfit of the day.
But the suit thing, you know, he dresses for success.
Yeah, I like that.
He feels it. He does it every day. He has so many suits, and he just steps out in them every day, and he feels confident. So.
Yeah. So, you know, working with all these artists, doing all these things, like, how has it affected you? Like, is it a lot on you? Like, tell us a little bit about some of the pros and cons, you know, now that you've opened Royalty Studios. But I know you're busy. I know you takes a lot of your time. You said you were at the event till what time last night?
3 in the morning.
3 in the morning. What was the event that you were doing last night?
It's a contest for Project Young, and he's doing a show at Royalty November 18th, and we were doing a contest for people to open for him. So.
Okay. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about that, because I understand, because I'm an artist, but again, you see how you didn't know, because we're sitting here running all these businesses, so a lot of times we get pushed to the back burner. So how has it been, like, since you've opened? Like, tell us some of the pros and some of the cons, because there are some creatives that are listening that might do, you know, poetry, music, rap, whatever, and they might want to start a business as well. So how has it been for you?
Well, you know, it makes you feel good to help people. You know, obviously, giving them a place to perform, and you know, they're loving it. It gives them a lot of promotional material to get out there as well, and that's a pro of it all, because you know, you're helping people.
Right.
A con is, man, it takes a lot of time.
Facts. I think some of us in this room can relate. We spend all of our time, you know, here type thing. We don't have a lot of time.
Constantly busy with doing one thing or another.
Yeah.
And then not really having a lot of time for myself.
Right.
So.
And then we can learn from Sydney earlier, talking about the time management. Yeah, definitely. So we have a song, one of your tracks that we're going to listen to, I believe it's called Underwater, right?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the motivation for that.
Well, I'm an R&B artist.
Okay.
Is what I am. However, when we throw these shows, it's a lot of rappers. and
Rappers.
stuff. So
Yeah, I know.
I did some rap songs and stuff to kind of
Okay.
fit in when I perform with them. Did not really change the mood too much. So this one is actually me singing and rapping at the same time, and it's
Okay.
getting ready to be released soon. So
Okay. All right, let's get into it. We about to get into the first track, y'all, by Aaron Garrison Huff. You already know Free Yourself Radio, Indie Jams. Let's go. It's called Underwater. All right, Free Yourself Radio. We back. So we just vibed out to that track, super dope. Tell us again a little bit about, like the track. Like I know that you said it's R&B. What are some of your goals for that track? Like, tell us a little bit more about that.
like I said, I like to mix it up. I like to mix it up, a little bit of rap and a little bit of R&B at the same time, just so I can kind of mix in with the crowd a little bit. The song, the beat was called Underwater, so
Okay.
I just ran with it
Yeah.
and wrote the song Underwater as well.
Okay.
That's usually what I do.